So 2019 sucked, and I have some regrets. So 2019 just was kind of like a sucky year for me. I've tried to be optimistic and positive about it, but I'm just gonna keep it real. It was a no go. I had to. I decided to start a very small business. And when I mean small, I mean like a true small business. Because I think people who have like 20 employees or more, like they are $1 million business, or they might be a multi-million-dollar business, but they're not like, we're ranking it $100 million a year, we're ranking it $500 million a year, we're ranking it billions of dollars. Those are called big companies, big corporations, and under a smaller amount, you're still considered a smaller business, even though you're making $1 million or more, you're still considered a small business. Me, yes, I would classify myself as a small business, but I would basically still be a hobby because it's not bringing in significant income to where I can say, okay, chunk deuces to the other job. I can do this full time, so I would still be technically a hobby. So I started a hobby that I wanted to turn into a business, and I was worried at first when I did it, but then I had a voice inside me that said, no, just do it, just do it. So I followed that voice. And until this day, I still have some regret following that voice because I'm just like, why would you tell me to do this? And I am basically flat on my face. I am flat on my ass, screaming and crying and bleeding everywhere and broken, and there is not a soul in sight. It is just me. So I have to mend. I have to stop the bleeding on my own, and I have to mend the broken bones on my own. That's like fucking hard. That shit's hard. But yeah, so this is bothering me. I hate when my hair is like growing out because then the ends of it like stick out and I have to constantly do like this. Like I have a lot of hair and I don't, but it's just those little ends and they bother me because if I leave it out, it doesn't look right. Like it just looks like a hat, and so I don't like it. And then I try to do the rest of it and it don't work. So yeah, but I did that, and so I was like, okay. I started an Etsy shop. But I follow other people online and all that stuff, and I was like, oh, you need a web page, you need a web page. But I'm like, web pages are expensive. Like, it adds up, and I'm gonna have to eventually transition back to Etsy because a web page is a lot of money because you have to pay for the service monthly, and that depends on what's included in the service. Like, I have to pay for the web page. I have to pay for HTTPS site because now Google, if you don't have it, Google kind of blocks your website, so you have to have that. It has to be secured. Like this, all your checkout pages are secured automatically, but your front page, your very very front page, is not secured if it's not included in the plan. If it's not included in the plan, it's extra. Now it's not that much extra, but it still is extra. And then I have to pay a monthly service fee for using the postal service because the website that I use have it set up now to where I have to pay monthly to even print out my labels, and that's just to print the labels out. And then I still have to add money. I still have to add money to get the postage. So, but what I'll probably do is I'll probably just cut that service because I got the website because a lot of websites, or maybe, I don't know, maybe I should have got more clarification on it, but whatever, it's done now. But I got the website because it gives you real time accurate shipping. So whenever the customer puts in their address, that's the price they're quoted. And because I ship out candles, I need the exact price. I need the exact quote because if it's anything that's under, then that's cutting into the product. That's cutting the money I'm getting for the product. And if I offer a discount, then it's cutting in even some more money. But I had an issue where I still had to go to they chose UPS for shipping, and it didn't let me print the label out, so I still had to go directly to UPS website, type all the information, and still get the package, which is weird because the postage from UPS website directly was cheaper than what was quoted from our website that I use. So I'll just leave it up there to get the quote, And then however much it is, I'll just go directly to their website. And if anything needs to be refunded or credited, then I will credit it. But nonetheless, long explanation. So yeah, I have to pay for that. I still have to pay for the website itself. I have to pay for the shipping. I have to pay for the secure access. And then if you want to pay for promotions and all that stuff, that's even more money. And the reason why I keep the website is because the website from Etsy allows me to do, a lot more things. With Etsy, it's like, it's like an Amazon. So it shows everything. You can't just say, oh, I'm on Etsy. No, you have to get them a direct name, a direct link. And I pay for my domain name, so I have to pay for my domain too. That's coming up. But it's just a lot of stuff you have to pay for. But it allows you to do a little bit more. Depending on your package, for Etsy it's still somebody else's platform. Now, a lot of people have made a good run at it, and that's awesome. They're not going to tell you everything they do. Of course, no, they don't have to. They've made a good run at it, but also people have seen the downshift in it too, because at the same time, it's still somebody else's marketplace. And I had to make a decision of, well, I can't handle everything on my own. I can't handle 2 web pages on my own, plus social media, plus making the product, plus doing shows, plus doing advertising. Like, I do everything. And there's still some stuff I haven't done that I need to do. So I was just like, forget it. I'll just do my website. And so I did my website. And it's just hard because it's like I literally don't have anyone. Like, I don't have anyone I can call and just say, hey, can you help me? Like, I don't, and it's really hard. And I try to do everything on my own because I don't want to be that person where I'm always asking for help and they're like, well, damn, you can't do it. Well, damn, I have to, like, I don't want to hear that from people. So I just stick it out and I do everything on my own. Because people are like, why don't you ask for help? Because I'm like, there's always stipulations for it. And the stipulations are real hard and they make you feel low as a person, and they make you feel useless and worthless. So to avoid feeling that way, I just don't ask for it. But I still have regret starting it because I'm just like, did I do this at the right time? And technically, no, there's no such thing as the right time. But I just, there's probably so much more I could have did. Probably not. I probably still would have been the same thing, doing the same thing, but I wouldn't have this over my head as well. So I started it, and then I gave my all. Like, I was literally giving my all. I had someone else with me, but that didn't work out. So again, it was still just me. But I gave my all, my money, my time, and everything. And it got to the point where, late on car notes, late on this, late on that, late on rent, because I was just giving everything. I'm like, this is going to work out. It's going to work out. It's going to pay itself back. It's going to work out. It didn't work out. So I had to end up moving to where I am now. And I was still doing it, but not as much. I kind of eased up. Like, I was still doing it, but just in a different way. Not how I had pursued it at first. I was still doing it. So I ended up looking for another job. That job was a bust. It was an at-home job, but it was a bust. It was so unprofessional. I technically started, but didn't really get started. Like, I started, but I still didn't get paid from it. So that's that. Then I went back to doing what I did, the delivery. So I was like, okay, let me do that. Which is, it's a job, but it's not a professional job. It's not seen as a real job. Even though people say, oh, well, at least you're doing that. But I'm just like, yeah, but if you're trying to, like, get into a hospital or something like that, like, they not looking at you like that. They don't know what the hell is this. It's basically on the same work of you working at a retail store. And let's say you're working at the retail store full time and they paying you so much amount of money and you get benefits and all that sort of stuff. Well, minus the benefits. I mean, to me, it was like the same circle. Like, it was the same type of job, just in a different setting. So that's kind of why I stuck with it, because I'm like, well, if I go to a grocery store, if I go to a retail store, it's the same exact thing. Only difference is here, I technically get to set my schedule. And I say technically because there are certain days where you have to work because it's busy. It's like, and if you don't work those days, then you like scrambling for the rest of the week. Like, it's hard as fuck. So I was all right, I'll keep it. So I end up getting another apartment, still doing a delivery job, still looking. I paid for somebody to do my resume. I went through a lot. And now I'm at the end of the year and I'm just like, what the fuck was all this shit for? Because, like, now that delivery job I don't even have because they let me go, and it's what? Now it's 2 days after Christmas. They're like, yeah, we're gonna let you go and we don't need to give you a reason. I'm like, what? And I'm like, wait a minute, y'all send me weekly reports of my progress and everything, and I'm always hitting high. And I'm just going back through emails like, well, what did I miss? What did I miss? And I'm like, yeah, sometimes I get emails, hey, this happened, but I'm like, okay, I'll next day I'll get better. Next day I'll do it better. Okay, I won't do that. Like, I'm always looking for ways to improve myself so I don't do the same thing. And stuff happens too, so that's just unavoidable. Stuff happens, but if I can control it, try to do something about it, I would. So I'm just going back. I'm like, why did he let me go? Why? Like, I tried so hard and I don't have anything else. So, and it's at the end of the year. I'm like, y'all always do this shit at the end of the year. And the pay period, it's Friday now. The pay period ends on Sunday. And I was just like, well, I'm a halfway marker trying to get my rent. I was like, okay, well, let me get my rent out the way. Let me get the rent out the way. And once I get the rent out the way, then I can start tackling the stuff I wanted to tackle. And I still went to school. The class is finished, but I still got to take certification, so I'm still studying for that. So I'm still in the transition part because I'm like, I do want to get out of this because there's no different positions for what I do. It's just you're a personal shopper. That's it. There's no upper level. It's just like, oh, well, you've done 1,000 shops. You've done 10,000 shops. But there's no like, oh, you're management, you're executive. There's none of that. And I want to do something different. Unless you go to corporate, but corporate is in Alabama or California, and you gotta have a bachelor's degree. And I'm 6 classes away from a bachelor's degree, which is a whole nother story, which is still very depressing. And then if I even get to the degree, I would still have to market myself for that degree. And the degree I have is too general. Because my counselor, like, you need to hurry up and finish when I was trying to do accounting. But she was like, nah, you just need to hurry up and finish. I'm just like, oh, okay, shit. And I'm just like, well, why do I need to hurry up and finish? Like, explain to me in detail. Like, I'm a detail person. Like, you have to sit down and explain stuff to me. You can't just tell me something. I'm like, well, why? Like, I need to know why. Tell me why. Just don't say shit because you feel like saying shit. So, I get money for my rent. So now I have to go back to DoorDash. And even as I say this, I'm like, this is fucking sucky. Like, this shit sucks, man. Like, I know I'm trying. I know I'm busting my ass, but it just don't seem like anything's working. Trying to do the best I can with this job, trying to do the best I can with school, trying the best to do with starting a company, be an entrepreneur, and I'm just like, what is the point? Because sometimes I just think, like, everybody ain't gonna make it. Like, they just not. Everybody's just not gonna make it. And I'm like, well, maybe I'm just one of those people that's just not supposed to make it. And I'm just supposed to always be right here. No matter what the fuck I'm doing, I'm just always gonna be right here. Because everybody's not gonna be rich. No matter how many times they try, no many of the dreams, like, everybody's not going to make it. So then it's like, is shit even really in control? Are you even really in control of shit? So it's just like, this year's been horrible. I have regrets, and the regrets is that starting the business, like, that is the regret. I'm confident enough to say that is the freaking regret. It just is. Like, I don't know any other way to say it. I do like what I do. I do like the business, the making it, because I have a handmade business. Like, I like making the products. That eases my mind. That helps me. But it's just everything else that comes with it is hard, and I can't sanction it off to someone because I can't pay them to do that. Like, I can't ask somebody to do something and not pay them. I don't feel right. I feel like, no, I don't like that shit. Like, you're making somebody else do all the work for your business, and then they get no gratification whatsoever. All they get was like, well, you had the privilege of working with me. How is that a privilege though? Like, who the hell are you? So I don't know. So I signed up for DoorDash tonight, and I was like, okay. I was counting today, and from how many days I had to get the full amount for my rent, the rest of the amount that I need. And I was like, okay, I got 6 days. So I was like, I should be able to do it in 6 days. But then I was just like, my mind is just everywhere now, because I gotta hold on to everything. And then I was like, well, there's a vendor show in the morning. I could pay the vendor fee, go do the show, and make some money. But then I'm like, well, what if I pay the vendor fee and I don't make the money because it's the end of December? So I don't know who's going to be out there. And so now I'm just torn between go out on the road, do DoorDash for the rest of the fucking night, which is probably maybe dangerous. Maybe not. I don't know. Shit happens, but I still gotta do what I do. Or I can get ready for tomorrow in the morning because it starts at 10. I can pay the vendor fee, but I'm just like, I'm scared. Like, I regret starting the business or how I did it, or I should have just waited a little bit longer. But I still like it, if that makes any sense. I still have a love-hate relationship with it, but the fact that I literally have no job, I'm not where I want to at, I'm not where I want to be at. It's not like I wasn't looking for another job. Yeah, I was, but it wasn't anything that was going to progress me, basically. Like, it was just another side job. It was just another part-time job. It was just another gig job. And I'm trying to get out of that circle. I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. Like, that's no way for me. For me, in general, that is no way to live. Like, I need stability. And trying to find a job that has some sort of stability is so fucking hard. It's like trying to win the lottery. Because, yes, we are at Will State, but it's like, damn, I still gotta live, bro. I'm doing my job. If you want it done better, then shit, come show me. You gonna have to do it. But it's just like, if you hear something, it's because of this. It's like a little thing. That's how I use it. I'm pretty sure it's a detangler, but I don't really need to detangle my hair like that because my hair doesn't really get like that. To where I have to use a detangle brush and stuff, and my hair is not that long. It's really not. Even when it's wet, it was longer, but I got it cut, and it needed to be cut. Like, it needed to be cut real bad. But I'm just like, I'm really and truly, I'm just trying to process my emotions for today so I can have a clear head and not be all discombobulated and just like, So that's more of the reason why I haven't went out today. But yeah, I'm just trying to make it, and it just seems like, the universe, the world is like, no, I don't want you to make it. I want you to sit your ass here and just be happy with it. But it's like, I'm not happy. I'm not happy with a lot of things. And the way I process things are different because I get, like, really, really depressed. And I get, really just to the bottom of the bottom. But that's how I work through it. Like, I have to physically just go through all the emotions and then calm down and just come back. That's what I'm telling myself. Okay, you got 6 days. Because because like a minute ago I was going to start crying. I was like, no, just bring it back a little bit. Because I can't get into a deep depression. I can't, because then I don't function. So, that's why I'm debating, okay, maybe do the show tomorrow. But then I don't want to be let down because I have a feeling like nobody's going to be there because everybody's done shopping. That's just me. Like, everybody is done shopping. But then it's the end of the year and people do that end of the year still shopping. So I don't know. So I still have a few hours to figure it out. But this year sucked. Have no idea what 2020 is going to bring if I'm still here. That's what my uncle say. I say, hey, can you do this for me? He's like, if I'm still here. I say, your ass going to be here. But that's just expression. I'm not going to do anything. Sometimes I feel like it, though, be honest. But I don't really have a therapist to talk to, so I don't work through this shit on my own. But I don't know. And it's depressing because it's like, I've been through this before, and yeah, I've gotten out of it, but I'm like, I barely got out of it. I'm just tired of the barely. I'm just tired of the barely getting out of, the barely getting by. Like, I don't want to deal with just surviving. I want to deal with living. That's what I'm doing. I got an email from Instagram for my business page about a market, and I'm just like, it's in January, but like, bro, I can't spend like no money. Like, I'm dead ass broke. Like, still doing paycheck to paycheck, and I'm trying to get out of doing the paycheck to paycheck. But it's like, as soon as I try to get out of that, something comes in like, nah, bitch, we're gonna knock you right back down. That's why I don't really profess a lot of things, because I feel like if I put it out there it's just gonna slap me back in the face and it's like, see, bitch, no, you're not getting this. That's why I don't do that. Like, people do vision boards and stuff like that. I feel weird doing stuff like that. And people manifest stuff. I feel weird doing stuff like that because if it leaves my head or if I think on it too much, then I feel like it's gonna get sabotaged. Like, I feel like something's just waiting. Be like, oh, you put it out there? Okay, bitch, here I come. I'm finna fuck it up. So that's why I just don't say shit. Because every time I try to be positive about something or say anything to myself to uplift myself, it just doesn't. It makes it for me, and I could be crazy, for me, it just makes it worse. It just makes it worse. And I know that sounds dumb, but it just makes it worse. So anytime I say anything, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do this, or this is going to work out, and it goes horribly wrong. But when I don't say anything, it goes okay, and it goes better than expected. So that's just how I'm looking at it. But 2019 is horrible. These last few months for shopping wise was horrible. Like, wasn't nobody spending no money. And that's another thing that has me worried about during this market. Like, wasn't nobody spending no money? Or maybe it's because I was at, like, ain't nobody spending money. Like, after Black Friday, wasn't nobody spending money. And the main thing about Black Friday is if you didn't have, like, 20, I want to say, what, 100,000 or 50,000? No, 100,000 or more, like, in merchandise, like, what sale could you offer? Because if you're, like, a real small business, like, you have small stock, and your prices are okay, depending on what you sell and your profit margin, you couldn't be doing no goddamn 50% off unless you just had the inventory to do it. Like, I didn't have the inventory to do 50% off. I couldn't do 50% off from my inventory because that'd have killed me. I wouldn't even be able to do, no, I couldn't do 50% off. I just couldn't. But, you know, Bath and Body Works is always number one, so that's where people go to all day long. Bath and Body Works. Bath and Body Works can offer $10 for a big ass candle. You know, they have a whole manufacturing company. I didn't have that. I don't have that. It's just me. I do everything out of my home, which now at this point I'm trying to keep. So I'm gonna try to stay positive. I'm gonna try. Not gonna lie, say it's gonna work, but it sure suck like hell. I don't even know what the New Year's gonna bring, and I'm just like, bro, just let me make it to the first. Let me just pay this rent, and I gotta still worry about the light bill. I have to worry about the internet, because in 2019 you gotta have internet. You can't function without the internet, because the area that I live in, and which is still in the city, but just the density of it, I have to have internet. Like, I seriously have to have the internet, because, you know, internet be shicey too. Internet companies be shicey too. That's how they make their money. And you could be the same city in this subdivision, this area right over here. Your connection is great. 10 minutes down the road, your connection is shitty. And they're like, oh, well, we can give you this plan because, you know, it's faster speed. But so down the road, like, got the same, don't even have this internet plan, their internet connection was fine. Oh yeah, you know, the way stuff, so that's how they make their money. And they all do it. They friends with each other. So gotta pay light bill, gotta pay the internet, gotta pay the insurance on my car, so I don't get stopped again. Gotta pay tickets on my car from when I didn't have insurance, I didn't have the goddamn money. And the job I do requires me to drive my fucking car, which is why I was like, damn, I need to get out of this shit. I don't know. I don't know what to do at this point. I've already filled out 6 job applications for the stuff I'm able to be qualified for. But, you know, we'll see how that goes. But, yeah, I have major ass regrets, and that's one of the things. And 2019 just sucks for me. Like, it really just sucks for me. Like, this is the most I have ever been severely depressed of my fucking life. I mean, there have been moments, but this tops the cake. Because it's just like, I hate not having stability. Like, that sucks for me. Like, not knowing what I'm going to eat, how I'm going to pay this. Like, that is just, like, I don't care. Like, yeah, I would love to be a mom. I would love to be a wife. You know, I would love to have a family, but... And I would love to do all the things that I've wanted to do. Like, there is so much I wanted to do in my life, but just because I had to work, I couldn't do it. You know, I have a love-hate relationship with school. I still think it's a scam for most of the part. Some stuff, yeah, you do have to go depending on what it is. But everything else is like on-job training. I'm like, y'all really charging for this, and it's on-job training. But no, I wanted to go out of state for school. I wanted to experience things, learn things. I wanted to try and do abroad. I wanted to really go to school for law. Didn't necessarily want to be like a lawyer, paralegal, yeah, but you don't have to go to law school for that. You just go 2-year degree. But I wanted to study law. Like, I really, really had a fascination with that. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do a lot of shit, man. And at this point, I just feel like I failed. Like, I failed a lot of shit. I really do. Like, I failed so much shit. And it's just like, but I'm trying, though. Like, I'm really, really trying. And I'm just not getting it. Like, it's just not hitting. I'm just like, what did I do wrong? But then, probably did everything wrong. Because everything's technically your fault, so. But I don't know. Like, there's just so much I want to do. And now I'm just at the point where I'll stop dreaming. I'll stop asking for stuff. I just want to be okay at this point. And I know that's bad to say. I know you shouldn't say that. And I know it's sad to say that. But that's how I feel. Like, I won't ask for anything else. I won't require this. I won't dream. I just want to be okay. I just want to be comfortable. Because I'm not comfortable. And I'm tired of being uncomfortable. I'm tired of being not stable enough to do anything. Like, I don't get my hair done. I don't get my nails done. I don't go out. I do bare minimum. And even when I do bare minimum, I was like, damn, I should have did this instead. Like, I bought myself 2 bras. 2. And I felt horrible about doing that. It's like, you need bras. Like, you can't walk around here. Some people do, but we can't do that. That's uncomfortable for me. And, like, you can't just, there's no such thing as just buying 1 bra and you're good for the rest of the year. And I've done it. I've bought 1 bra and I didn't buy one until next year. But I tried to get better with it because it's like, you need bras, you need underwear. And I'll wait till the very last minute to do it. Because, you know, I'm like, I got other stuff to pay for. And even when I do that little stuff, which is not really a necessity, which is not really an accessory, it's a necessity. Like, you need to buy bras, you need to buy underwear. Like, you need to buy those things. And I'm just like, I feel horrible doing it. I should have did this, I should have did that, I should have did this, should I did that. And it's just like, when I try to give myself these moments, these breaks, I'm just like, nope, you should just kept going. You should just kept going. But then you can't keep going to the point where you run out of steam, to the point where you pass out. But that's all I know. And I just get back up and do it again. That fucking mental breakdown. So, yeah, this year sucks. Ain't nobody got no money. Ain't nobody buying nothing. You know, they're buying what is a necessity. And what I make is not a necessity of that magnitude. Like, if I had a toothpaste company, people continuously buy that. If I had a tissue paper, or if I was in hair care, I'm not in hair care because I don't make hair care. So, yeah. So I'm still debating if I am going to do the show in the morning. I don't know. I'm trying to stay positive. I am, but I don't know what's going to happen. And for me, I hate that. Yep, that's a cop. So, I hear that like maybe every other day. Or whatever. But, yeah, I know. I know you can't control it, but I hate that feeling of not knowing what's going on, of not being in control. And at this point, there's only so much I can do. There's only so much I can do. And I'm trying to control what I can, but I feel like it's just, at this point, I don't feel like anything is in my control. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I have control over it, but is it going to change anything? Like, is it going to change what I need to change? Like, when people are like, oh, if you're feeling sad, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling this way, call the hotline number. Okay, but if you're sad and depressed in general, and then something traumatic happens, like losing your job, losing your home, what the fuck is a hotline number gonna do? No, you want a fucking place to live. You want a damn job. A hotline number's not gonna fix that shit. So I just don't see how they work. Like, I've called it before, but it doesn't do shit. It doesn't do shit. And that's like, I don't know. It doesn't do shit. It just doesn't. So, yeah.